Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the next episode of 911 Season 2. Last episode that we watched was called Haunted, and I had to do again a bit of a research to find out what the episode was about, because for you guys on Patreon it has been a little while, which hopefully is something that I won't have to say very often much from now on, at least for now. And yeah, so the various different storylines were about like Halloween-y type things, and we had Hen reconnecting with her father. Well, the father was dying in the hospital, and that was actually quite sad, even though we didn't really know the character. Just seeing how she obviously cared about this guy and what she had to do throughout the episode, it was actually quite sad to see her go through that. I do love Hen as a character, even though she's the one character that's made a lot of big mistakes, in my opinion, like with the ex-girlfriend, but hopefully that storyline's kind of out of the way now that the actual dad of the child's on the scene, and he seems like a nice guy. And we also had Buck kind of coming to terms with the fact that Abby's not coming back. And again, that's also quite sad. Although I think even as an audience, with the actress not coming back into the show, it's kind of one of those, like, Buck, you need to move on. And I think that's going to play into this episode, because this episode is called Buck, actually. So whether it's going to be like a take on Love, actually, which is a movie that I haven't seen in years. I know everyone loves it as a Christmas movie. I've only ever watched it like once when it first came out. I think that maybe Buck kind of deciding it's time to move on, and hopefully you're going to move on with his love life or just his life in general, and just realising that waiting around for Abby in that apartment is not healthy and is not good for him. And hopefully, fingers crossed, he's going to, like, I don't know, just take his shirt off. Just take his shirt off and walk around, and him and Eddie can, like, roll around for a little bit. That would be, like, the perfect episode. But yeah, I'm excited to jump back into it and see what the next few episodes brings. Like, if you enjoyed the video, please let me know down below in the comments what you thought. Subscribe to my channel for the rest of Series 2. And if you want to watch a full-length reaction to this episode, as well as hopefully the next couple in advance, there's a Patreon link in the description box down below. Let's jump into Season 2, Episode 8 of 911 Buck, Actually.
Let's check in with Channel 8's Taylor Kelly.
Who is
on
Norman?
the ground.
Blind
Taylor?
Norman.
And Dwight,
Ugh, it's her again. Did not like her at all.
But
Taylor
CHP
Kelly.
is telling me the backup is already a mile long. Why the sudden stop? This
See
woman,
me,
we don't
Norman.
know her name, but we do know she is desperately trying to get the attention of somebody named Norman.
Can a truck just hit her on the way past?
Hell no!
She was not a nice woman from what we remember from...
Norman sees me.
Oh, it's her!
Try to force me down.
She's, if you watch Glee, she plays...
Lola.
What's his name?
My name's
Finn's
Athena.
mum.
What's the problem?
The
I
problem?
love her.
The problem is, after 30 years of marriage, I can't get 30 seconds of attention from my husband.
Oh, I do feel for her because she's obviously really struggling. But what bothers me is this affects so many other people.
Yeah, some lady up there thought social media wasn't like social enough, and so she's blowing up her marriage in real time.
That's gonna be Norman, isn't
This
it?
Norman guy is screwed.
See me, Norman. See me now.
Oh God.
Good luck, Norman.
Won't come down until he sees me.
Ma'am.
Oh, he's seen you.
You're the most famous face in the city right now. There ain't exactly a way to miss you.
I don't care.
Okay, move Buck into position.
No! What are you doing? I told you.
It's just there for your safety, Lola.
I told you.
She's a... Oh. She is
Stand down. Do not.
in need of help.
Hey!
Don't you shoot my book.
Listen to me very
Me and you are gonna have
carefully.
work,
You now
woman.
have every firearm in the greater Los Angeles area pointed at you.
I just can't handle being ignored anymore.
I know exactly what you mean.
Oh, come on. Yes, I'm sure you get ignored all the time.
You have a Norman? I had an Abby.
I mean, 30 years and a few months are a different thing, but you
Yeah,
know,
that's either gonna go well.
yeah, it's nice
The other thing.
that they can relate.
That you have something special. You know, she's the one. So you wait. And then at some point, it hits you. You're alone.
You look right through me. You don't even notice me. I'm just around to collect the mail.
Put the gun down, please.
I'm the one who brings in the mail.
Just talk to her.
I've been a mother for 18 years. And now that Zach's gone,
Is that what it's about?
Who I was before that. Back when you used to look at me.
Is that their song?
he remembered.
Seems like maybe it's more about her issue with the kid leaving
We went to see
and like that detachment.
I see you! Lola, I see you! I see the
Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl. Yellow feathers in her hair and her dress cut down the back.
you! I see the girl I love!
I was like really conflicted with things like this because like it's a really sweet moment, but how many lives have been interrupted because of this? How many people are late for work, have missed appointments?
Norman sees me.
Yeah, everyone sees you now, Lola.
Oh, it's time to go to prison, to jail.
They're about to see you get arrested. You have the right to remain silent.
Don't need no hateration, holleration. Dance with me.
If Michael had left me for another woman, no one would expect me to slap on a fake smile and welcome her into my home.
That's fair.
Michael, Glenn, I am so glad you were able to make it.
Oh, yeah, should we get that thing we got last time?
Last time?
Here we go. Ah, thank you.
Celine Dion Sanders Campbell Platter, please.
Good choice.
Oh, why, thank you.
Come on, Buck.
Thank you. Cheers.
These two are
Cheers.
dating.
Now, I think everyone
Well,
at
they
this
might just be
table
friends at
has
the
been a
moment.
recipient of
We don't know
that,
yet.
Athena look.
A candlelight dinner is a romantic gesture, not a hostage situation 40 feet in the air.
She did risk everything for love. You have to admire her creativity, if nothing else. And she did get her happy ending, sort of.
Then Mom arrested her.
I'm with Athena on this one.
They're gonna like.
When I saw that news story,
Oh,
all I
connect.
could think about were the million different ways it could have ended badly. What if someone had a real emergency and help couldn't get to them because the freeway was shut down?
Exactly.
You guys did a great job, but you also got pretty lucky.
Thank you, Glenn. You're the only one who gets the big
I like
picture.
this.
Would you like some more wine?
Oh,
Sure.
oh,
What is it? It's very good.
I set out to get you with a fine tooth comb. I was soft inside.
there was something going on. No, Buck.
Dipping my toe back into the dating game.
Just your toe?
So cute.
I'm just trying to be responsible and well-behaved.
She was willingly gonna screw over. It was gonna happen. She was really gonna screw over like their captain and all them lot when they were all drugged up. I mean, if that was her, I don't blame her at all. It's a bit. I was really hoping she was like a one-episode character when she was in that episode, but apparently not. Oh, drugs. Drugs, man. Drugs.
This is Ruth at the gas at Sip at San Fernando in Vineland. Her store is about to be robbed.
You're the only baby bear!
Earl, don't be an idiot! Screw you!
Just let him go, Earl.
Who's the dumbass now?
That was Darlene. What her name was? Oh God.
I have a suspect about to be in need of medical attention.
You've already been a hero once today, Earl. Don't push your luck.
You thought I was being heroic.
Well, yeah, it's stupid, but heroic.
I was only thinking of you, Ruth.
Oh.
Next time, let him keep the till. Kind of like having you around.
Oh.
Got a story for me?
How about firefighter acts like a pig? I don't want you to feel.
Buck, did you come here to apologize?
I just don't want you to feel used or
I don't think she cares.
Because I respect you. You know, I do. You're a professional, and that guy, that's not me.
He's overthinking this way too much, which makes sense, given his history.
Fair enough.
They didn't put it in here again.
Ta-da!
You made me hot mustard.
I just can't anymore with the whole sad face every time.
I know.
Anyway, why so much food?
It's Buff Friday.
Buffet Fridays. It's the one day we indulge your sister's complete inability to choose what she's in the mood for.
Yeah. So we order everything.
And because of your sister's hatred for leftovers, I don't have to buy groceries.
These two
Let's go back to
are
you stealing
so
a hook and ladder
cute.
for a hook.
You guys are dating each other.
That's crazy. We're
Okay, so they haven't admitted it yet.
No, you're always
themselves.
talking or texting each other. You sing karaoke together. You do Buff Fridays. You finish each other's sentences. Guys, come on, you're a couple. When did...
Kiss, 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 kiss.
Happy anniversary, love.
Oh no.
To all our many adventures, and the many yet to come.
I only say oh no because I feel like when we meet these new
Long
people,
life and a
it's always
short
like,
marriage, for once in
it's not about
both.
to happen.
Could you do a damn dish?
So me and Joe, he's always like, I'll take the dishes out. Who ends up taking them back to the kitchen? Who ends up cleaning them? He handsome.
Paper.
Don't move the car.
He's my heart, my everything.
Oh no.
When we got married, we thought, what the hell? There's so little life left. That was Mitchell.
Is he dead?
Daring the clock. And me, I always followed along. All those foolish things we did. We only ever wanted to go together.
Yes, I can only hope to find something that good.
You don't find it, son. You make it. So you mind if I have just a few moments alone with you, of course?
It's no problem, man.
I really hate this show. I was in such a good mood. And this show always does this to me. Such emotional whiplash. Oh.
Thomas?
He's died as well.
Eddie, Cap, come here. I don't know what happened. He was just talking. He was responsive, and then...
All right, start the pressures. Stay with us, Thomas.
Go, go, go.
Just gone. Happens a lot, doesn't it? Like, you see it a lot where when one spouse dies, the other one just goes. Oh.
That's love.
Sorry, guys.
I really care about you. I just didn't want you to feel pressured that I was pushing you to something that you're not ready for.
You never pushed.
Okay.
Good. And I also wanted you to know that I'm not worried about your life before. I mean, I hate that it happened, but that would never scare me off.
I might take you up on that
Yay.
someday.
So that's what this show is, such a roller coaster. Like 2 minutes ago, I was crying a lot.
You made it.
Because, not a lot, but because of some emotional. Oh.
Well, you changed your hair?
Yeah, well, after the earthquake and almost dying twice.
The woman from the building.
Evaluate a few things.
You didn't call me because you felt some kind of weird debt, right? Me saving your life.
He overthinks so much nowadays.
That's the way you remember it, because I seem to remember Eddie catching me as I was falling out the window.
I told him to do that.
Wow, maybe I should have called him.
Well, I'm glad you did.
In the real world, no one's life is that linear. We fall in and out of love. Or find it where we least expect it. Some relationships can seem easy from the start.
Don't show me. I'm not looking.
Maybe the greatest love stories aren't the ones that end in tragedies. Maybe they're the ones that start with a second chance.
These two are so... They just seem really right for each other. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, that was my reaction to Season 2, Episode 8 of 911, Book Actually. And that was... like most episodes of 911, if you've seen my reactions, I probably feel like a broken record because I feel like I repeat myself all the time. But it hits so many different things every episode. 1 minute I'm laughing. The next minute I'm like, oh my god, that's so adorable. The next minute I'm crying. The next minute I'm laughing again or tense about some situation. And this is just a procedural show like I've never watched. And again, I've said that before probably, because it's been so long since I've watched 911. If I'm going to say it all again, but honestly, just every episode just blows me away. Even if there's some episodes that are like not as good as others, just the different things that they hit every time. Like, you don't have an outright comedy episode, you don't have an outright horror episode, or I mean, the closest we had to an outright one sort of genre almost was the earthquake ones, because that was just like tension with sad moments as well. But like these normal, just run of the mill episodes are just so good at hitting all these different things. So let's take the two old men, the couple that have been together for however many years. I think it's just the way the show is written. It must be written really well, because like these two guys were probably on screen for a maximum of maybe 5 minutes, possibly. I'd have to look it up, but maybe 5 minutes. And I already cared about them to the point where I cried when they died. Like, a few minutes ago, I'd never met these characters before, and now I'm so sad that one of them dies and the other died with them. Like I said, it's like a really sad thing that you do see in life, that couples that have been together for like 50 years, when they're elderly, if one of them passes away, oftentimes the other one passes away soon after. It's quite a weird common thing. And I know as well, because like my boyfriend has a lot of elderly patients at his job, and he says that he has the same sort of thing where like so often couples pass away around the same time, and it's just this weird thing that one of them they just move on together, and it's emotional and it's lovely and it's sad. But it was really nice to watch those two. They seemed like a really nice couple, and it was just good to, I guess, show a couple that were together when it wasn't as normal, as accepted, so to speak. And they were marching the parades, they were getting homophobic abuse, and it showed that they could only actually marry when they were older, which is sad. But at least they got to get married, and they got to have a life together, and they got to die together, which is obviously not a good thing that they died. But they did say they wanted to go together, and unfortunately, unexpectedly, they did. But yeah, that just hit me really, really hard. I did like the focus on Book on this episode, because we haven't spent a lot of time with him this season. It's kind of focused more on Eddie as the newcomer and his relationship with Christopher and all that, his ex-wife and things. But it's kind of been more of a side character, minus like bits here and there about his relationship with Maddie and all the accepting that Arnaby's not coming back. So it was good to see him again. And it's weird that like from the person that we met in season 1 who just slapped around, didn't care. He was polite about it. He was never sexist or rude. He was just like, he would have sex with women and it would be whatever, that would just be normal. That would be his life. To this point now where he's had a normal relationship, it's ended. And now he's so overcautious of everything. Like, I don't want to like be rude to you. I don't want to like mess you around. I don't want to do this. And women are just like, I just want to have sex. Like, I don't like that Taylor character, the news reporter, because of what she did last episode that she was in. When, if you don't remember, she was the news reporter doing a piece on the fire station and whatnot, the 911 guys. And at the same time, they got dosed with, was it LSD? I can't remember what it was. Some sort of drug. And obviously they were there to film parts of it. They didn't show any of that in the final program or whatever it was that they showed, the news report. But she did say, well, I wanted to because it's a good news story, but my boss wouldn't let me. So it's like she wanted to kind of show them in a bad light. She wanted to show this bad thing happening to them and make them look stupid, but couldn't because of the boss. So it showed the kind of reporter that she is. And even when Buck went to see her after sex, she's like, have you got a story for me? Like, I just don't like her. And she's probably not the worst person in the world. She's probably not. Like, I call her a devil woman. She's just very ambitious at her job, which is fine. I just don't think she's right for Buck at all, which is why when Buck went on a date at the end, and I was like, oh God, is it going to be her again? And it was the one from the earthquake, and I really liked her. She looked so different with her hair. Same as the guy who was dating, I don't remember his name. What's his name? Athena's ex-husband. Is it Michael? Glenn. I don't know if that's the same actor or not, because he might have just had taken his beard off and looked totally different. Same as that woman at the end. Like, she had blonde hair in the earthquake, I believe. And now it's dark hair. I'm like, is that the same woman? I'm sure you can let me know in the comments if they're the same actresses and actors. It probably is. It's probably just things. People can look so different, can't they? When you don't know them a lot, and they change the hair colour or the shaved beard off, you can struggle to recognise them at times. But yeah, I like that he went on a date with her. She seems so nice, so I'm rooting for that. And I'm also rooting for Chimney and Maddie. Yeah. Other than Athena and Bobby, I'm definitely rooting for these two. Even though it seems like they're taking a really mature approach. Like, we're not dating, we're just friends. Obviously, they are kind of dating, but they don't see it as that yet. They're just kind of getting closer, and it's just a natural progression of we spend more time together, we have this buffet Friday, where we have the buffet meals, or Buff Friday, whatever it was called, and we go to karaoke and stuff, and it's really cute, and eventually it's going to develop into something, and they kind of both admitted, yeah, we both like each other, but she's just not ready to take that step yet, which is fine, and he's like, I'm not pushing, I'll wait when you're ready. And so it's really cute that they're both just taking this really mature approach to it, really slow approach. It's not just like, oh yeah, if we're going to be a couple, let's jump into bed together. They're just, it's natural, it's progressing at a rate that they're very, very comfortable with, and it's adorable watching them sing karaoke together, and they just bounce off each other so naturally, which is why I think the show is written so well. From being able to make me cry after just meeting someone, to having these two characters that, on paper, I wouldn't have put them together before they kind of happened on screen, but when you see it on screen, it just feels really natural. The way they just move around each other, and like they hand each other things, and the way they talk about things, and like this thing's missing from the takeaway again. He's already made her one. so cute, and it was funny just watching Buck's gonna go, what's going on over there? Like, come on, they're clearly dating, but not actually dating yet. But I feel like by the end of the season they'll have kissed at least, or just developed into something a bit more of a couple, hopefully. But it is nice that they're taking it slow, because I know eventually the ex is going to show up, and that's going to be a part of it, and maybe Trim's going to save the day. We'll have to wait and see. I am just still kind of in the back of my head every episode waiting for this ex to show up, because it was episode 1 where he rang her at the end. I think it was episode 1 where he rang her and he's like, I'm coming for you, or I'm going to find you, or something like that. So obviously by the end of the season he's going to show up, or I think in 2 episodes time it's the mid-season finale. Maybe then. But I really liked that. What else happened this episode? Some good stuff with Athena and Bobby and their whole family. I liked how she was still kind of hesitant about Glenn. And I liked the fact that she did say, if he left me for another woman, no one would be expecting me to just let her in the house and be okay with it. Which I do agree with. I guess where it kind of feels like a little bit different is he didn't leave her because he didn't love her. His sexuality was something different. And it's so hard probably for her to kind of see that, because she still feels the same way about him. Obviously, she's got Bobby now, but I guess the fact that it wasn't like, I'm not leaving you because I just don't want to be with you. I want to be with some other woman. But because like my sexuality and my identity is that I now fancy men. And it's such a really difficult situation where I'm totally on board with her side, but I also got everyone else just being like, just accept him, like, come on, just give him a chance. And it was just like a really nice moment when they kind of bonded over the fact that that woman at the beginning, whilst it was cute, was also very dangerous, and also could have affected so many different lives in such a bad way. It's just affecting so many other people as well. So it's just a really complicated thing. Like I say, it was adorable watching her and Norman kind of connect again. But again, like the guy said, there could be someone with a real emergency that's had to wait and could have died, or something bad could have happened because she was on that bridge, you know. But yeah, I had a really good time with this episode. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed all the calls they went on, the different stuff with Buck and Chimney, Maddie. Really good. Again, not much Eddie this episode. We have quite a lot of him in the past few, so it's fine to have an episode where he's just in the background. I'm sure he'll be back soon. Again, not much head in this one either. But yeah, I'm excited to see more of those characters in the future. Let me know down below what you thought of the episode, and I hope you enjoyed it. I thought it was a really, really, really good one, and really emotional at times as well, as per usual with 911. I bet you guys are please sick of watching me cry at this point. Alright, thanks for watching. As always, my name is Scott. I hope you guys are well. Take care of yourselves and stay safe. If you enjoyed the video, leave some comments down below. Subscribe to my channel for the rest of Series 2 if you're not subscribed already. And there's a Patreon link down below if you want to help support the channel and watch the full length reactions to this episode. Thanks for watching. Take care. And I'll see you all very soon for the next episode. Bye guys. Have a good evening.